You're pushing yourself up from the kitchen table after breakfast, hands gripping the edge, feet flat on the floor, and your legs just don't respond the way they used to. That familiar heaviness settles into your thighs, a slight wobble when you straighten, the way you have to pause for a breath before you trust them to carry you across the room to the sink. It's not sharp pain, it's not a dramatic fall. It's this quiet, creeping weakness and stiffness that turns simple things, walking to the mailbox, climbing 2 steps to the porch, or standing long enough to fold laundry, into something you think about twice. If you're over 60, you know exactly what I'm describing, and you're not imagining it. I've sat with hundreds of patients just like you in my 35 years of internal medicine practice. I've listened to the frustration when doctors dismiss it as normal aging and hand over a pamphlet. But I can tell you from experience that weak legs and balance issues are real signals your body is sending. They're not inevitable. Think of your legs as the sturdy foundation of the house you call home. When that foundation starts to soften, every part of your daily independence feels a little less secure. Today I'm sharing 4 science-backed nutrients that can help rebuild leg strength, ease stiffness, and support better mobility and balance in seniors. I'm ranking them from the one that offers a steady, gentle foundation to the one that delivers the most powerful boost for lower body function. I've spent months reading the studies most doctors never have time to dig into, translating them into plain language so you can use them starting today. Stay with me, because the first one helps your muscles contract more smoothly, so standing up feels easier by the end of the week. But there's one surprising connection between the tiny energy factories inside your leg muscle cells and a nutrient that can make everything work better. I'll explain that clearly at the halfway point. I'll also share the story of one patient I treated who thought her independent days of walking her garden were over, until the right support changed everything. That's coming toward the end, when we talk about what this really means for your life. And by the final recap, you'll see exactly how these 4 nutrients together help you hold on to the control and freedom you deserve. The 4th one, the most powerful in this countdown, is backed by research showing measurable gains in leg power and function for people over 60 in just weeks. If your legs have been feeling a little weaker lately, tell me in the comments, what's one daily activity that's become harder because of it? I personally read every single comment you leave. This video will take about 25 minutes, and the most valuable practical steps come in the second half. So let's begin with the first nutrient in our countdown. Magnesium is the quiet supporter your leg muscles have been missing. Picture yourself in the garden on a sunny morning, bending down to pull a few weeds. Your legs tense to steady you, but instead of moving smoothly, they feel tight and slow, like they're fighting you every inch. That's where magnesium steps in naturally as you reach for that handful of soil. It gives your lower body muscles the support they need to contract and relax without that constant drag, so you can move with more confidence throughout the day. In the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2014, Dr. Nicola Veronese and his team studied healthy elderly women who took 300 milligrams of magnesium oxide daily for 12 weeks, while they followed a simple weekly exercise program. The women receiving the magnesium showed significant improvements in their physical performance scores, including faster walking speed and better results on tests of balance and chair standability compared with those who didn't receive it. That means the kind of everyday movement you do around the house, getting up from your recliner or walking down the hallway, can start to feel smoother and less tiring. Magnesium works like the oil that keeps the gears of your muscle machinery turning smoothly. It helps the electrical signals travel properly between your nerves and muscle fibers, so your legs don't have to work quite so hard just to hold you upright. The most common mistake I see is thinking a standard multivitamin or your usual diet gives you enough. With age, absorption drops, and many seniors end up running low without realizing it, which quietly adds to that leg heaviness. The fix is simple and practical. Choose magnesium glycinate or citrate. They're gentle on the stomach, and take 300 milligrams once a day with your evening meal. Pair it with a little food so it absorbs well, and stay consistent every single day. Many of my patients notice less stiffness and a bit more spring in their step within 2 to 4 weeks, especially when they pair it with light walking. Magnesium gives you that solid daily foundation, but the next nutrient builds on it by calming the low-grade inflammation that can make your legs feel swollen and heavy even on your better days. If you found this video through a search and you're just getting to know me, I want you to know something important. Every week, I create new health videos made specifically for folks your age. Practical information you can actually use to feel stronger and more in control. Press the subscribe button just below this video right now so you don't miss them. Without it, you might go weeks without the exact guidance that could protect your independence when you need it most. Let's move to the second nutrient in our countdown, omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil. Imagine you're standing at the kitchen counter chopping vegetables for dinner. Your legs have been carrying you all day, but instead of feeling steady, there's a subtle ache and heaviness, like inflammation is quietly weighing them down. Omega-3s step in right there in your daily routine, coming from a simple supplement or a couple of servings of fatty fish each week, and they help reduce that hidden swelling so your lower body feels lighter and more responsive. In Age and Aging in 2022, researchers led by Dengfeng Xu gave older adults fish oil providing about 2.4 grams of EPA and DHA daily for 6 months in a randomized, double-blind trial. The group receiving the omega-3s showed meaningful gains in skeletal muscle mass, appendicular muscle mass, muscle strength, and physical performance measures like the timed up and go test compared with the placebo group. That directly translates to you being able to walk a little farther to the store or stand longer while talking with a neighbor without your legs tiring as quickly. Omega-3 fatty acids work by calming the inflammatory signals inside your muscle cells and improving the flexibility of the membranes around them, so oxygen and nutrients flow more freely to your legs. It's like giving your circulation a gentle daily tune-up that keeps stiffness from building up. The biggest mistake people make is taking a low-quality supplement with too little of the active EPA and DHA, or skipping it altogether because they think one serving of fish a week is enough. With age, you need a consistent therapeutic amount to see the difference. Aim for 2 to 2.5 grams of combined EPA and DHA daily from a high-quality fish oil supplement. Take it with your largest meal to improve absorption, and choose one that's been tested for purity. Many seniors report their legs feeling less heavy and more stable within 4 to 8 weeks, especially when they stay consistent. Omega-3s calm the inflammation that drags your legs down, but the next one goes deeper by supporting the actual energy production inside your muscle cells. You've already come this far with me, learning how these nutrients quietly rebuild what aging tries to take away. Here's something surprising most seniors never hear. Even a small daily habit like consistent magnesium and omega-3 intake can start shifting your energy levels in ways that make you feel 10 years younger in your legs. Yet almost no mainstream advice mentions the hidden timing window that doubles the effect. That's coming up next. One specific detail about the third nutrient that could make skipping ahead feel like missing the key that unlocks everything. You've stayed with me through the first half of this video, and that tells me you're someone who truly cares about protecting your mobility and independence. You've now learned about magnesium for smoother muscle contractions, omega-3s for calming inflammation and supporting muscle mass, and how both can make daily tasks feel lighter. And in light of what we've covered, that surprising energy connection I mentioned earlier is now clear. It's all about giving your leg muscles the right fuel at the right moment, so small efforts don't drain you anymore. The most exciting part is still ahead, the single finding from the second half that has helped some of my patients regain the confidence to walk their neighborhood again without hesitation. You deserve to hear the rest, so keep watching. Your stronger legs are closer than you think. If you press the subscribe button right now, you'll make sure the next video I release, one that could protect the exact quality of life you're fighting to keep, lands straight in your feed. Without subscribing, you might miss information that directly affects your ability to stay independent at home. What's one activity you still enjoy, but wish your legs made a little easier these days? Maybe gardening, shopping, or just walking with family? Tell me in the comments below. I personally read every single one, and your story might help someone else feel less alone. You've made it this far because you care about your health, and that means a lot to me. The next natural step is to press subscribe so nothing important slips through the cracks. It's a small action that keeps these practical tips coming your way every week. Coenzyme Q10 is the third nutrient that targets the energy factories deep inside your leg muscles. Think about the moment you finish a short walk to the mailbox and feel that deep fatigue in your calves and thighs, the kind that lingers even after you've sat down. CoQ10 steps in naturally as part of your daily supplement routine, helping your muscles produce energy more efficiently, so that same walk leaves you with energy to spare. In the Journal of Clinical Medicine in 2024, Dr. Fagacci and colleagues gave older adults with statin-related muscle fatigue a CoQ10 phytosome supplement for 8 weeks in a double-blind trial. The CoQ10 group showed substantial improvements. Hand grip strength increased by nearly 30%. 1-minute sit-to-stand repetitions rose by over 36%. And overall physical performance scores improved significantly compared with placebo. For you, that can mean getting up from your chair multiple times a day, or climbing stairs with noticeably less exhaustion. CoQ10 acts like the spark inside the tiny power plants, your mitochondria, in every muscle cell. It helps convert food into usable energy, so your leg muscles don't run out of fuel as quickly during everyday movement. The common mistake is choosing the wrong form or a dose that's too low. Many standard supplements don't absorb well in older adults. The solution is to use a phytosome form for better uptake. Take 100 to 200 milligrams of CoQ10 phytosome once a day with a meal that contains a little fat. Many people notice better endurance and less leg fatigue within 4 to 6 weeks. CoQ10 powers your muscles from the inside, but the final nutrient in our countdown takes leg strength to an entirely new level by giving your body the raw material it needs for real power and repair. You've already proven you care about your future by watching this far. The next natural step is simple. Press subscribe. It's a quiet way of saying you deserve these weekly updates made just for folks your age. Creatine monohydrate is the most powerful of the four for rebuilding real leg strength and power in seniors. Imagine standing up from your recliner after watching the evening news. Instead of that familiar push and pause, your legs feel stronger, more responsive, ready to carry you through the rest of your evening without the usual effort. Creatine is the nutrient that makes that possible when you add it to your routine. In a 2017 analysis published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, researchers including Chilibeck reviewed multiple studies on older adults and found that creatine supplementation combined with simple resistance activity led to about 1.4 kilograms more lean muscle mass and significantly greater gains in both upper and lower body strength compared with training alone. For your legs, that means improved power for standing, walking, and balancing. Changes you feel in daily life. Creatine works by replenishing the quick energy stores inside your muscle cells, so they can generate force faster and recover better between movements. It's like giving your legs an on-demand power boost they lose with age. The most common mistake is thinking you need to load with high doses, or that it's only for young athletes. Seniors benefit from a steady, moderate amount without the loading phase. Take 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate powder once a day, mixed into water or your morning smoothie. No cycling needed, just consistent daily use. Pair it with light activity like chair squats or walking for best results. Many seniors notice stronger legs and better balance within 4 to 8 weeks, with continued gains over months. Creatine delivers the biggest measurable difference in leg power, completing our countdown from gentle daily support to the strongest boost available through nutrition. Here's exactly how to put these 4 nutrients into your real life, starting tomorrow morning. Wake up and take your 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, mixed in a full glass of water or your coffee. That's your power starter for the day. With breakfast, add your omega-3 supplement providing 2 to 2.5 grams of EPA plus DHA, so it absorbs with the meal's natural fats. In the evening, with dinner, take your 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate to help your muscles relax overnight, and your CoQ10 phytosome with a little fat from the meal. Keep the quantities the same every single day. No skipping, no doubling up. During weeks 1 and 2, focus on consistency and notice the small wins. Maybe your legs feel a little less heavy when you stand, or you walk to the end of the driveway without pausing. By the end of month 1, expect steadier balance, easier chair stands, and more confidence on short walks. These changes build quietly, but steadily when you stay with the plan. One important warning: if you're on blood pressure medication, water pills, or blood thinners, check with your doctor before starting the magnesium or omega-3, as they can gently enhance those effects. Creatine and CoQ10 are generally very safe, but always run the full list by your physician. Stick with this simple rhythm, and in 1 month, you'll likely feel more in control of your own body than you have in years. Legs that carry you where you want to go, on your own terms. I remember one patient, a 74-year-old woman named Margaret, who came to me after her doctor told her weak legs were just part of aging. She could barely walk her small garden without stopping to rest, and the fear of becoming a burden to her daughter kept her up at night. After we added these 4 nutrients in the right order and amounts, something shifted. Within 2 months, she was walking the full length of her garden path again, tending her roses without help. That moment reminded me why I keep digging into these studies, because real improvement is still possible. What you're feeling in your legs is real, and it's not imaginary or something you have to accept. The frustration of hesitating before every step, the quiet anger at being dismissed by a rushed medical system, those struggles matter, and you deserve better. The truth is, you still have the power to reclaim the independence that lets you live life on your own terms, instead of depending on others for the smallest things. That's not just hope. That's what these nutrients and the right daily choices can help give back to you. Take a quiet moment tonight and write down one small thing you want to do again without thinking twice about your legs. Maybe just walking to the mailbox at sunset. Start there. You've already taken the first step by watching this far. Your body is still listening. We've covered magnesium for smoother muscle contractions, omega-3 fatty acids to calm inflammation and build muscle mass, CoQ10 to power your cellular energy, and creatine for the strongest gains in leg strength and power. Put together in the simple daily rhythm I described, these 4 can help you feel steadier and stronger in the very activities that matter most. Has one of these nutrients surprised you the most? Or which daily task are you hoping to make easier? Tell me below. I read every comment. If you'd like next week's video on simple at-home movements that pair perfectly with these nutrients to multiply the results, the easiest way is to press subscribe right now. It is free, and YouTube will send it straight to you. You'll learn one surprising way to turn everyday chores into strength-building moments without extra time or equipment. Always speak with your physician before making any changes to your supplements or routine, especially if you take medications. This is for educational purposes and not personal medical advice.